Purpose-built as Australia's capital city, Canberra is a 3-hour drive from both the snowy mountains and the beautiful beaches of New South Wales. It's a city which honours Australia's past and shapes its future. With an expansive bush beauty, a relaxed attitude and colourful events, Canberra is far more than a political capital. Designed for a young nation that was just finding its feet, this city is home to many of the country's most important stories. Stories that have come to define what it means to be Australian. At the heart of Canberra's creation story is Lake Burley-Griffin. A long-standing rivalry between Sydney and Melbourne meant that neither one could be the nation's capital. Instead, in 1911, the government launched an international design competition seeking a master plan for a brand new city. The victor, Chicago architect Walter Burley Griffin, won with a garden city design focused on a man-made lake which fits perfectly within the landscape. To understand the genius of the design, head to the lookout at Mount Ainslie, just a short drive from the centre of town. The shores of Lake Burley-Griffin are home to the Parliamentary Triangle, a precinct filled with some of Australia's most significant buildings that weave together Australia's stories. Parliament House is a national icon that is instantly recognisable to all Australians. Like the city itself, its design was the winner of an international competition. Although the centre of political power in Australia, its approach to welcoming visitors is relaxed. Take a tour and see history as it happens, and then head up to the lawn-covered roof for sweeping views. Just a short stroll away is Old Parliament House. The corridors of this beloved building are a time capsule of some of Australia's most pivotal moments. Walk into the Prime Minister's office, which looks exactly as it did the day the government moved buildings in 1988. The building that houses the National Museum of Australia was designed around the theme of a jigsaw puzzle, intertwining the many tales of Australia. See a prototype of the Holden, Australia's first locally made car, and the enormous heart of Phar Lap, an Australian racehorse that captured the imagination of the entire country. Throughout its history, few characters have captured Australia's imagination like its most infamous outlaw, Ned Kelly. Head to the National Gallery of Australia to see Sydney Nolan's Bushranger series. But for a true glimpse into the very essence of this land, spend some time amid the astonishing masterpieces of some of the nation's leading Indigenous artists. Visit the National Portrait Gallery to enjoy a stunning collection of portraits of prominent Australians who have risen to the top of their fields. From the talented duo behind the international fashion powerhouse Sass and Bide to Andy Thomas, the country's most famous astronaut, these pictures tell thousands of stories. More incredible stories await at the National Library. See Captain Cook's original diary, which accompanied him on his first historic voyage to Australia. In 1770, Cook claimed this great southern land for England, opening a European chapter in the country's history. A little over 100 years later, the Commonwealth of Australia was established. At certain times of the year, the National Archives of Australia display the original Constitution, signed by Queen Victoria. Perhaps the most powerful monument in this city of stories is the Australian War Memorial, a symbol of a young nation's courage, sacrifice, and willingness to defend its allies across the oceans. Immerse yourself in the experience of war with a seamless blend of technology and storytelling. With wall-sized touchscreens and surround sound, the heroic deeds that established Australia on the world stage come alive here. See a bullet-riddled landing boat from Gallipoli, the campaign that gave birth to the Anzac legend. Experience a powerful reenactment of a bombing raid over Berlin featuring G for George, a World War II Lancaster bomber. Stand before the eternal flame and the pool of reflection and read the Roll of Honour, a poignant reminder of the tragedies of war. If Canberra is passionate about honouring the nation's history, this young city is also creating new stories of innovation and cool. In inner city suburbs like Braddon, you'll find innovative architecture, hipster coffee shops and microbreweries. If you're travelling with kids, Canberra also has many special things to offer. Step back in time at the National Dinosaur Museum and see the animals that populated the Earth around 150 million years ago. Many of the country's stories have been stamped into its currency. Visit the Royal Australian Mint to see where coins have been made for more than 50 years. The nation's future innovators could easily spend a day enjoying the interactive displays at Questacon, the National Science and Technology Centre. When Burley Griffin designed this city, he included many natural pockets to showcase the spectacular flora created by Canberra's diverse seasons. In autumn, see the city's canopy explode in brilliant reds and oranges from the viewing platform at Telstra Tower. In spring, the whole city celebrates with Floriade, an iconic event that has been going on for almost 30 years. The city's climate is also perfect for grape growing, and there are more than 30 boutique cellar doors on the city's doorstep. Enjoy a glass of wine overlooking this quintessentially Australian landscape. When the nation's Governor-General stood in a dusty paddock in 1913 and announced the name of the new capital, he told the nation that the city had lying before it a splendid destiny. Over 100 years later, that destiny has been fulfilled in a city that preserves the great chapters of Australia's history and continues to write the future pages of the nation's story.
678, contact center 132.8.
132.8, just 678.
Alright, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Herzlich willkommen an Bord, liebe Fluggäste. Im Namen der heutigen Crew darf ich Sie auf Ihrem Condor-Flug begrüßen. Wir sind in Kürze startbereit. Bitte nehmen Sie sich jetzt noch einen Moment Zeit für Ihre Sicherheit.
Meine Damen und Herren, wir möchten Sie bitten, sich mit den Sicherheitsvorkehrungen an Bord dieser Maschine vertraut zu machen. Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Bitte verstauen Sie Ihr Handgepäck in den Gepäckfächern über Ihren Sitzen. Für schweres und haariges Handgepäck nutzen Sie den Stauraum unter Ihren Vordersitzen. Und achten Sie darauf, dass es sicher verschlossen ist. Bitte legen Sie nun Ihren Sicherheitsgurt an. Zum Schließen Ihres Gurtes führen Sie beide Gurtteile zusammen und ziehen Sie diese fest. Zum Öffnen des Gurtes brauchen Sie nur den Verschluss anzuheben. Da jederzeit unerwartete Turbulenzen auftreten können, bleiben Sie bitte wie er zu Ihrer eigenen Sicherheit während des gesamten Fluges angeschnallt. In jedem Fall jedoch, wenn die Anschnallzeichen eingeschaltet sind. Bitte suchen Sie dann auch die Waschräume nicht auf. Wir bitten Sie, Ihre Mobiltelefone sowie alle weiteren elektronischen Geräte wie Musikplayer oder Computer während Start und Landung vollständig auszuschalten. Sobald wir unsere Reiseflughöhe erreicht haben, dürfen Handys im Flugmodus benutzt werden. Einen Überblick, welche elektronischen Geräte Sie während des Fluges benutzen dürfen, finden Sie in Ihrem Condor-Magazin. Dieser Flug ist wie alle Condor-Flüge ein Nichtraucherflug. Das Rauchen ist während des gesamten Aufenthalts an Bord nicht gestattet, auch nicht in den Waschräumen. Verstöße haben juristische Konsequenzen und werden dementsprechend verfolgt. Dieses Flugzeug verfügt über 12 Notausgänge. Sie sind mit dem Wort Exit gekennzeichnet. Leuchtstreifen im Boden markieren den Weg zu den Notausgängen. Bitte beachten Sie, dass sich der nächste Notausgang auch hinter Ihnen befinden kann. Die Ausgänge haben aufblasbare Rutschen, über die Sie das Flugzeug im Notfall verlassen. Die Schwimmwesten befinden sich unter Ihrem Sitz und sind einfach zu handhaben. Ziehen Sie die Schwimmweste über Ihren Kopf, haken Sie den Gurt ein und ziehen Sie ihn straff. Unmittelbar bevor Sie das Flugzeug über die Notausgänge verlassen, ziehen Sie an den roten Griffen, um die Weste aufzublasen. Benutzen Sie zusätzlich die Mundschläuche, falls erforderlich. Im Fall einer Notwasserung werden die Rutschen an den Notausgängen als Flöße benutzt. Schwimmwesten für Kleinkinder erhalten Sie von unseren Flugbegleitern, die Ihnen gerne erklären, wie sie angelegt werden. Im unwahrscheinlichen Fall eines Druckverlusts fallen automatisch Sauerstoffmasken aus der Kabinendecke. Ziehen Sie die Maske ganz zu sich heran und drücken Sie sie fest auf Mund und Nase. Helfen Sie danach Kindern und hilfsbedürftigen Menschen. Alle Informationen für Ihre Sicherheit finden Sie auch auf der Sicherheitskarte, die sich in der Sitztasche vor Ihnen befindet. Bevor wir nun starten, bitte überprüfen Sie noch einmal, ob Sie alle elektronischen Geräte ausgeschaltet haben und die Sitzgurt geschlossen ist. Stellen Sie nun die Rückenlehne Ihres Sitzes senkrecht. Klappen Sie die Tische vor sich zurück und die Armlehne Ihres Sitzes nach unten. Die Sonnenblenden müssen für Start und Landung geöffnet sein. Wir wünschen Ihnen nun einen sehr angenehmen Flug mit Condor. Ready for Takeoff?
Ein kleiner Schritt für Sie, aber ein großer Schritt für Ihre Flugsicherheit.
Alright mate, operation complete, go ahead and set the parking brake. Alright mate, disconnecting toes, stand by.
Rossi 761, Centre.
Yeah, 761, we're just on the fine ops at the moment. They're going to talk to who they need to and then they'll let us know very shortly.
Rossi 761.
Power's disconnected. Bypass pin, yeah, it's removed. I'll give you thumbs up on the right and catch you next time. Have a safe flight.
Cathay 138, request climb flight level 340.
Cathay 138, climb flight level 340.
Climb flight level 340, Cathay 138.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you very much for your attention, and now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the takeoff. The captain has made tower communications available, so if you'd like to monitor the air traffic system, you'll find that on channel 9 and your headsets in the seat pocket in front of you. We'll give you a little more information about our service plan for our flight as soon as we're in the air. Thank you, and again, welcome aboard.
Good evening, Fantasy 052, now direct to Sierra Golf Echo, speaking flight number 125, climbing 280.
Fantasy 052, Senate, good evening, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, Fantasy 052.
Distance center, Seagulls 577, flight level 360. Seagulls 577, Senate, good evening.
Yscb 1 Alpha arrival, runway 16, flight level 410.
Yscb 1 Alpha, runway 16, flight level 410, contact 76.
Cathay 138.
Cathay 138, Senate.
It's Cathay 138, it's an aircraft about 50 miles ahead of us, low altitude. Can you ask for a terminal report, please? 330.
Transum 302, Senate, what's the ride like at flight level 340?
Smooth ride so far, Transum 302.
189, address 197, yeah.
Simulate.
133, that's flight, quarter 25.
Multi 761, Senate.
761, the company submitted paperwork through to NCC in relation to the Gold Coast Tower saying it's fine with us if he does not want to stay, he can head home, and we're happy to go in there with the tower closed. If he wants to stay, more than welcome to.
Okay, so you're happy to stay, so you're happy to continue with the tower closed?
Company 356, flight level 360.
Positive 356, center cleared, RB1 Alpha, arrival runway 16, level 360.
RB1 Alpha, arrival runway 16, level 360, level 360.
Quarter 776, increase to your maximum speed, cruise and descent, cancel speed restrictions.
Max speed, cruise and descent, cancel speed restrictions, corner 776. We have no destination until 512.
Contact center 125, decimal 3,
185, just 988 knots. Quarter 776, any reports of turbulence for similar?
northwards.
I want to say,
rotate. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we are just about to begin our descent, and I will be turning on the seatbelt signs shortly. So please return to your seats as soon as you can. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, those double chimes indicate that we're well into our descent, so all electronic equipment needs to be turned off at this time and safely stowed away along with any other carry-on luggage you may have taken out. Also, please check to make sure that your seat back is in the full upright position, your tray table stored and locked in place, and your seatbelt fastened. For those of you in our our business and first class cabins, if you would make sure that you push the green airplane reset mode button. And for those of you in first class, your shoulder straps must be fastened. Flight attendants, disarm doors.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our destination. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please check around you for any personal belongings. Please also use caution when opening the overhead lockers, as heavy articles may have shifted during the flight. On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us, and have a pleasant day.